Hello and welcome to the Dark Hour. It is May 11th, and despite it being the first day of finals, first day of midterms, a school assembly during exam week. What the hell are they thinking? It's the day after tomorrow, right? I wonder if it's going to be Mr. Kamishita again. I can't believe the school is messing with our schedules like this. I don't care what it's about. It's going to have nothing to do with us students. I just wish they'd stop dragging us into their mess.
Seems pretty rough.
Mandatory assembly during exam week, huh? Sounds rough for all of you.
Well, shall we begin?
Now then, let the first day of exams begin. What historical figure inspired the idiom of favoring the magistrate? That's Yoshitsune.
Ooh, we can do this!
I know this because I just looked it up. See, essay question? This looks tough, but let's calm down and think it through. Provide the reason why Minamoto no Yoshitsune is viewed as a hero. Yoshitsune had a brother, right? I think his name was... He's also Minamoto, so this is less hard. Yoshitsune worked under Yorimoto. He did a lot for his brother, but they ended up coming into conflict in the end when they had to oppose each other. Check my cheat sheet. Yoritomo won. Yeah, Yoshitsune committed suicide after being exiled by his brother. But even though he lost, Yoshitsune is the one who went down in history as a hero. That's probably because people tend to sympathize less with figures in power and sympathize more with the weak. Yeah, not just any weak person, though. People love rooting for an underdog who stands up to powerful oppressors, and Yoshitsune did that to his brother. So the reason Yoshitsune is treated as a hero is because he stood up against the powerful Yorimoto.
Yep.
You finished in time.
Ahem.
Time is up. Put down your pencils and put your hands under your desks. Hello everyone, it is May 12th. That's not true, I'm going through all of these in a block.
Let's get started.
Today is the second day of exams, you may begin. Which brain function is responsible for this phenomenon of seeing illusion in this picture? Oh god. Whoa. Cognition, apparently.
Ooh, we can do this!
Which of the following maps do you paint without any adjacent areas being the same color? Both. As long as you use at least 4.
Ooh,
That
we
sounds
can
about
do
right. Hello everyone, welcome to the Dark Hour. It is May 13th, and we are still in midterms.
Okay, class, let's get started.
Name the book that defined malefactor as the chief factor of the progress of the human race. That is... Digital Devil Story is a Shin Megami Tensei game. The Devil's Dictionary.
Ooh, we can do
Sounds
this!
about right. What character archetype refers to a mysterious and seductive woman, typically with ulterior motives? That's a femme fatale. Femme
Ooh, we
fatale.
can do this!
That sounds about right. Dueling the Thanathines? Played too many games. A school-wide assembly at this time of year? Thieves of Hearts? Tryhards. Lame, level amount. Think you can wear flashcards in? Admin has to be trolling. Not even worth a laugh. Kamoshida is just one of the many things wrong with this school. Save me first! I gotta hurry home and study. I searched. Makes no sense. That Kamoshida is still causing trouble even when he's gone. Who's spreading this? Try and steal it, asshats. That was me trying to read 2 channels at once, and so hopefully I give you a sense of chaos.
Ever since that specific incident, many of you have voiced concerns that I could not bear to ignore.
Why do I look like Igor? Why is my head so shiny? I don't have a third
We
joke.
believe the
Why don't you have a
mental
third
health of
joke?
our student body is absolutely vital, so we've acquired the services of a therapist.
In Royal, you get to go to therapy.
The floor is yours, Doctor.
Isn't he hot?
It's nice to meet you all.
Whoa, his voice is sexy.
I'm not into boys, you'll have to tell
My
me.
name is...
Oh look, distortion.
My name is Takuto Maruki.
Pay attention to where you hear distortion in this game. Or see it.
Thank you for welcoming me to your school.
It's a theme, distortion. I'm not sure why he has distortion, but he does.
You can even call me Doc if that would help you feel more comfortable. Any assistance you need, I'll be... Oh. I guess I'm not really any good for helping with money problems.
Thank you, Dr. Maruki.
Your social link is super overpowered, Doctor.
You ever expect this place to actually give a shit about our mental health?
That's a good point.
Well, our schools made national news. Maybe they figured they'd look even worse if they didn't do anything
Plus,
for
after
us.
4 years, when they released the special
And
edition, they
Dr.
figured...
Dr. What's his name?
Yeah, what's his name? That's right.
Maruki.
Yeah, wasn't that guy just basically clowning it up on stage? You really think he'll do us any good?
Ryuji.
Really?
Sakamoto-kun and Takamaki-san, right? And that must make you.
Name redacted, Kun.
How do you know our names?
Because we were
Well, I was
involved in the...
informed of certain students before beginning my
We're the,
tenure
clearly
here.
the three most
Those
important
that
students in
had,
the school. Yeah.
Previous interactions.
You're the main
with Mr.
characters.
Kamoshida.
I can identify story characters.
It must have been especially tough for you after having just transferred here.
I thought it took too long. To think I'd end up in a castle.
Castle.
You idiot. Oh, looks like this guy didn't get much sleep last night.
So, what do you want with us?
Ah, yes, I'd forgotten. I know
My
I
job.
already offered my services to the student body earlier, but would you three be interested in counseling?
Nope, not at all.
Huh?
How's that surprising?
You were just a touch more emphatic about it than I'd expected. Ah,
Men will literally
But if
fight
you come to
shadows
my
in the collective
office,
unconscious
you can
with their
have free
personas
snacks.
rather than go to
All
therapy.
you can eat. Would be nice, but there's still plenty to be had. So, how about it?
Tell me more of these snacks.
Hey, don't fall for that.
He's got a good social
To be
link, Alan.
frank, I've been explicitly ordered to provide counseling to the students directly
So I
involved
wasn't
with Mr. Kamoshida.
asking.
It's in the school's interests. For its students.
Ah, the school's interest, huh?
I know that asking you to be open with a complete stranger like myself is a lot.
Will you give me ways to
Making it as
restore SP in
mandatory
dungeon?
wouldn't do you any good either. Might as well turn it into a worthwhile experience. Ooh, I know. If you attend my counseling sessions,
Uh-huh.
I'll teach you different ways to improve your mental acuity. Like ways to hone your concentration before exams, or not getting nervous on dates. How's that sound?
Or destroying people's minds with your mind. Mental training. I have my good use of this may aid in our Phantom Thieves activities too.
There's also snacks.
There is also snacks.
All right, enough with the snacks.
Are you just mad he's being pandered
So,
to?
which way are you leaning?
Well, those are my choices. I'm gonna do it.
I guess it'd just be more trouble for us if we didn't go.
Yeah.
Really? Then I guess it's a deal.
The contract
I'll be
is
in the
signed.
nurse's office. Feel free to come by whenever it's convenient for you.
Well, we should get going.
Okay, I'll see you later.
That is a threat.
Thanks for taking my counseling into consideration. Now that we have a deal,
A
I
deal.
promise I'll do my best to help you.
I've made a deal with Maruki. Boy, it seems like, it seems to me, you guys must have a lot of mental health problems. Kids like this getting involved in all kinds of things.
It's hard to believe an ordinary high school student could accomplish such grandiose heists.
Well, I'm a video game
One
character.
would need a heart of steel, unaffected by outside influences, and prepared to act without hesitating.
Does this... Okay, if there's one thing the Persona main characters are, it's affected by outside influences. The whole series is about social links.
There has to be someone who helped strengthen your mental
This
state.
one's a bit of a stretch.
Sound like somebody you know?
And like, she didn't say this in original. This is royal-only content.
Give me a name.
Mickey Mouse. Taro Namatame. Mayumi Yamano.
I am thou.
Damn it, I missed saying
Thou
Mayumi
art
Yamano.
I. Thou
It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. With the birth of the Counselor Persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
Boom. I saw a Counselor Persona somewhere in the Le Consultant alternate of Magician.
All right.
I saw an option to fuse one of those in the list
So
at some
hold up,
point.
dude. Sorry for keeping you like this. Well then.
Okay, quiet down.
Alright, settle down. I have an addendum to the earlier assembly regarding the counseling you've all been offered. The counsel will be available to you starting after school today in the nurse's office. Dr. Maruki will only be posted here through November, so be sure to speak with him soon if you feel the need. For the majority of you, it's your choice whether or not you see him, but there are a few students I'll speak with later. Certified crazies, real wackadoos, banana llama ding-dongs, just insanely dooskies, real whack jobs, crazy pants and crazy shirts. The school's decided to visit Dr. Maruki with mandatory for these individuals because they are yabba 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 doo wild in the brain. You guys gonna go for it? What, the counseling? Kind of sounds like we're being forced to. I told Maruki I'd do it, but I don't know if I'm really that into the idea, you know? Let's do it. Yeah. Probably better not draw more attention to ourselves anyway. I think I'm gonna try it going today. Counseling, eh? Lady Ann's right. Make sure you visit him so you don't draw any attention to yourself, okay? Whoop.
Yes. Welcome.
Are you here for a counseling session? Apparently we're reading these. Yeah, is now a bad time? Not at all. It's always a good time, so long as I'm not already listening to a student. I'm so glad you're here. Would you care for a snack? I do love snacks.
Well,
Nothing against
shall we
snacks.
begin?
Shall we get started? Oh, but first, just relax, alright? I'm only here to listen to whatever you wish to talk about.
Yes.
Sure. Although I really only have one thing on my mind right now anyway. Yes, I'd say that makes perfect sense. But don't force yourself into talking with me. You could even just grab some snacks and be on your way if you wanted. Haha. No, it's alright. I know I need to talk to someone about this anyway. Okay, hang on. I need to make up a joke here. Something about the Let's Play. Liking, commenting, and subscribing. I only have one thing on my mind. Liking, commenting, and subscribing. No, that still makes me feel dirty to say. It still makes me feel really bad to make jokes about that. So, like, I guess please do like, comment, subscribe. But, like, ugh. I apologize for having to say that. I don't know, I'll figure it out. That is, if you're willing to listen to the super long story. I got really into the Dragon Riders of Pern series. I've been thinking about them a lot. It is super long, though. There's like 19 books. Absolutely am. Take all the time you need. It's weird because, like, the dragons fuck and the people fuck at the same time. I have no idea how I pulled out Anne McCaffrey's Dragon Riders of Pern series. I see. That's such a horrible thing to do to someone. Yes, that's why I wanted to get... Yes, that's why I wanted to get even with him. For Shiho. And? So I went into his mind and I stole his brain gold. At first I thought Kamoshida ought to face the same fate Shiho was going to put herself through. But...
Right.
Later I realized that wasn't right. If he did take his own life, it wouldn't undo Shiho's suffering. In fact, it just gave him the easy way out.
Right.
Is that so? You know, you are quite the wise, level-headed young woman, Kamiki-san. Again, this is a punishment worse than death. That was the point. I think you've got the wrong... Nope. In fact, I think you're wiser than I was at your age. I wasn't anywhere near as mature as you are now. I was barely walking. I couldn't fit 3 words together. 2 words? I was an expert at. 3 words? Real trouble. I was seriously not very mature. It's not like I did anything special, though. If I hadn't gone through my own share of hell, I don't think I'd be so mature either. I see. So what's on your mind now? Well, okay, in the most recent book, they have the white dragon. I'm just hoping Shia will get better quickly. I didn't do any research for these jokes, so I am basing this entirely on my memory of reading some of these in, like, middle school? If I'd prepared for this, so this is how you know that this is authentic and not prepared for and edited in later, is that this isn't funny, and this is, like, bad audio and bad comedy. If I'd prepared, I could have said, I don't know, I, Emily, just watched Shadow and Bone on Netflix. I could talk about that. Or, what's on your mind now? Castlevania Season 4. I'm just worried they're not going to hit the emotional highs of Season 2. Or I would say something about Young or Tarot, which are things that are important here that I am planning to study. So that's how you know that this is really an authentic, true Let's Play, because it's bad. It's very bad, and that means that it's real. We both suffered a lot, but I just want to get back to laughing and having fun together like we used to. At this point, I don't give a rat's ass about Kamoshida.
Yeah.
Now there's a healthy outlook. You can't change the past, but you still want to keep your chin up and press onward. Is that the gist of it? Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, it'd definitely be better if none of this happened at all, but...
Quite.
I definitely agree with you there. This game is shitty. I don't know why they started you with a high school teacher. They should have started you with the bald guy from the hotel. But it's impossible to wipe every tragedy from history.
Yeah.
If only, right? Everyone would be so much happier if we could actually do that. That won't be ironic later. Oh, it seems I lost track of time. We should wrap things up here for today. Thank you so much for coming to see me. Oh no, thank you. I feel a ton better now that that's all off my chest.
Be careful, okay?
Good to hear it. You deserve it. Feel free to stop by again anytime.
Okay, I'm gonna get going.
Will do. See you around. Well, I went in for counseling. You're going soon too, right, Em? How'd it go? Well, it honestly wasn't as rough as I was expecting. I think you should just go and give it a shot. Dr. Mark is easier to talk to than you think. Okay, see you tomorrow. Didn't you have a counseling appointment? This one's super special. It's not even anywhere on the forum yet. Anyway, do you remember that bully Daisuke Takanashi whose heart you changed earlier? Well, it turns out there was someone pulling the strings the whole time. Seems like Takanashi didn't have a choice but to listen to what this guy told him to do. But ordering someone to bully other people is a pretty crappy thing to do, isn't it? That's horrible. Right? It's totally unacceptable. This person has to be somewhere in our school, right? You should go take a look around. In the meantime, I'll secretly do a little research too. Want to go after the target? We'll need a name. Let's go investigate the school. Bullies. Okay, so the first... Okay. Never mind.
How are you?
Oh, hello. Are you here for a session as well? You too, huh?
Yes.
Yes, that's right. Dr. Maraki is a wonderful counselor. He gives me great ways to restore my SP in combat. I've actually been seeing him for a while, before he ever came to Shujin. We're both royal-only characters. Oh, I didn't know you two were acquainted. Don't go over selling me too hard, though, Yoshizawa-san. I'm really nothing special. Well, I need to get going. Please excuse me.
All right, then.
Let's say we get started.
Welcome.
Thank you for coming. We made a deal. I'll try to make sure it's worth the trouble. Okay, that only got me one thing. I was gonna go into this not having done any research, but no, I'm gonna do this. Where are the Persona 5 rules? Also, if I was any good at editing, I would cut this out. But I'm not. That's how you know it's authentic. That's how you know it's real. Right, I need Persona 5. Royal. There we go. That's the one I wanted to find. Counselor. Okay, apparently that was the same either way. I wish that I had brought a Persona with me, but I don't have that option. Well, I'll try to make sure it's worth the trouble.
I see.
Thank you. I think you've gotten a good grasp of the situation you're in, Fabet-kun. Well, full disclosure, the school gave me a brief rundown of the circumstances surrounding your transfer here. It's in the past. Did you have to force yourself to accept everything that happened? No, that doesn't seem to be it.
So...
Now that you told me more about yourself, I think I've realized something. It seems like you've largely been able to reconcile your internal world with your external one. I should note, that's really truly impressive. Even most adults can't reliably manage that. You're still kind of Foucault-y, though, in the prison thing. How to put it? You know how everyone has an internal reality, some conception of themselves they're striving for?
For example?
Like wanting to be a model student or wanting to be loved and relied on, that kind of thing. But that idealized reality and the one in actuality are often far apart. That gap is responsible for a lot of people's pain. Not everyone can ace their exams, and not everyone can be the heroes they wish they could be. You've already been through so much. That kind of suffering is usually enough to twist people up into dark places. But you're standing up to it and confronting a tough, painful reality. To me, that's incredibly admirable. Then again, maybe that's a little weird for you to hear from a guy you just met, huh? I believe, but it sounds right. Yeah. Not even any deflecting self-deprecation. Not even any deflecting self-deprecation. You really are strong, Fabet-kun.
I'm sorry.
Well, let's see. Sorry, this went on longer than I expected. Somehow the conversation just took on a life of its own, I guess.
Say.
Hey, I've actually got one last request. Do you mind?
You know,
I'm actually doing certain research along with my duties as a counselor. It's not quite like counseling, more a type of psychological treatment. Basically, it's a project to learn more about people's metaphorical hearts, what they think, how they feel. It's related to the themes of this game.
How about it?
If I get far enough with it, I think it'll be able to help a lot of people, so... Oh, sorry. I guess my point is, I'd like to ask you to help with that research. All you'd have to do is listen to my theories, then tell me if they spark any ideas or realizations on your end. Please, anytime's good for me. I can work around your schedule. And I've got a lot of snacks, too. You can have them. They're yours. Well, okay. Really? Yes, you're a lifesaver.
Well...
Let's see. I know. Maybe I could teach you some tips for mental training. I happen to know a lot on the subject. I'm sure I can cook up a special regimen for you. If you're dedicated enough, I'm sure you could draw out your full potential.
Thank you.
Okay, I guess that's our second deal. I feel like my bond with Maruki is growing deeper. Detox X. When Joker is inflicted with an ailment, he may recover immediately. Yeah, so like I said, this Confidant is super overpowered. It's like...
Alright.
Really strong.
I know.
Oh, right. Would it be okay if we traded contact information? I'll contact you when I've got time or when I need some input from you. That should do it. Now, I better do my part to repay you. Let's talk about mental training and presence. Let's see, first off. Thanks to Maruki's mental training, my mind feels stronger.
Alright.
Your max SP increased by 5. That's also nice. Oh, and here, never a bad time for a snack, right? Get non-static gum.
Well, see you.
Thank you for your help today. I'll see you around at school.
Man.
You really spent a long time talking to Maruki. Look how late it is. Well, if you think the sessions are worthwhile, you should try going again sometime. We should definitely get some sleep for now. Tomorrow's your last day of exams, right?
Hey, hey!
Yes, plant nutrients. Give me the mega fertilizer. Yes.
Whoa.
Cover me in your kindness, plant. Yes. kindness.
Yes!
Now, I allowed to...
Hey!
Okay, alright.
I should write something.
I didn't realize that there was this gap where you can save, so this is just all gonna be the midterms video. Sleep. Hello and welcome to the Dark Hour. It is May 14th. That part's true.
I'm so sleepy.
I ended up pulling an all-nighter once I realized today's the last day of exams.
You staying up studying?
Nah, I gave up on the exam. I was playing some games, and then before I knew it, it was morning.
Oh my god. I know that feeling.
Oh,
That's a mood.
You say that, but you probably just spent the whole night studying.
No, I slept. You can only spend the night studying in Persona 3.
Morning.
Yo, look who else is yawning.
Exams are almost over, so I thought I'd make one last effort across the finish line.
I decided to just completely ruin my last day.
Impressive, Lady Ann. You're quite different from this stupid monkey I know.
Hey, that's a mean thing to say about Sojiro.
Don't give me that crap. Your brain's tiny compared to mine.
You don't have any kind of self-consciousness.
Size is meaningless if there's nothing inside, you know.
Something, something, trans girls.
What was that?
Will you please shut up? You're gonna make me forget everything I meant. Huh? Am I imagining things?
Well, I mean, you didn't sleep last night.
What? You see a groper or something?
No, that's not it. It's nothing.
Ooh, cinematic.
Oh my god, that guy got off. Isn't this bad? Hey, at least act like you care.
Fine. Come on.
Here we go. Up we go. Come on, everybody. Hello, I'm a story character.
Hey, are you sure it's him, or are you just that self-conscious?
I'm not that.
Is there something you want?
That's my line. You are the one stalking me.
Stalking you? That's outrageous.
I know you've been following me ever since the train.
That's because...
That's because there's a distraction right there.
My goodness. I had wondered why you left the car, so this is where your passion led. All is well that ends well.
He kept laughing forever.
I saw you from the car, and I couldn't help myself from chasing after you. I didn't even notice the calls from Sensei, but thank goodness I caught up to you.
Unforeseen boy.
Okay.
What?
You're the woman I've been searching for all this time. Please, won't you?
Wait a minute.
Be the model for my next art piece.
Model?
All that I've drawn till now has been lacking, but I feel a passion from you unlike anyone else.
This man's highly suspicious.
Ain't this a recruit for some shady business?
Will you cooperate with me? What do you say?
Whoa, hold your horses. Who are you anyways?
Oh, where are my manners? I'm a second year at Kosei High's Fine Arts Division. My name is Yusuke Kitagawa.
Not to confuse Yosuke. This is Yusuke.
I'm Madarame Sensei's pupil, and I am being allowed residence at his place. I'm striving to become an artist.
Huh? Do you mean that Madarame? The one who was on Good Morning Japan the other day?
The very same.
You know who that is?
He was introduced as a super famous Japanese-style artist who's been recognized all over the world. But we heard that name the other day in Mementos.
In what?
Yusuke!
I'm sorry, Sensei. I'll be right there.
That old guy's Madarame?
Madarame Sensei's exhibition will begin at the department store near the station tomorrow. I'll be there to help out on opening day. Please come by. It'd be great if you could give me your answer in regard to being a model then. I bet you have no interest in the fine arts, but I'll give you tickets too. Well then, I hope to see you there tomorrow.
That guy's as easy to read as a book. You're not
In that
planning
it
on
takes me
going, are
multiple
ya?
nights to get through it.
I think I will.
He's a story character.
But look at the time. I'll see you later.
How dare he go after Lady An? I've memorized that face of yours, Yusuke.
Yeah, y'all really ought to get to school, though. Whoop. Meanwhile, in the future... Sorry, I didn't make that joke earlier in the episode, so I have to make it here.
You became acquainted with Madarame's pupil by chance? That's a little too convenient. It makes me wonder if you're
Well,
even telling the truth.
Plot of a video game.
So be it. What I want to know most is your method. It's true that Madarame was an unforgivable criminal worthy of the scorn thrown at him. He was an adult who cultivated his own fame and fortune by sacrificing the livelihood of children. But he'd been covering his tracks for years. How did you uncover the truth in such a short span of time?
Well, you see, I'm a character in a video game.
This metaverse business again?
Yep, it's gonna come back up.
Fine. Let's suppose that people's hearts can be changed by stealing their treasure, like you've said. If so, a different suspicion arises. People have gone mad or lost consciousness, never to recover, like the subway accident in April. Depending on how you look at it, that could be taken as a phenomenon for a sudden change of heart too. Were
Yeah,
you
but,
related
like,
to those
no.
as well?
I mean, the answer is no. Like, they happened before I even got
I
here.
see. Fine. Let's get back to Madarame's case. Keep it concise and stick to the facts.
Today's last day of exams, huh? Seemed like those were kind of tough.
Yep.
Well, it wasn't too bad. You should have gotten a decent score, right? Who made this site? Ridic. Finally done with exams. Never even heard of them. Hey, you're gonna go in for counseling? Isn't it just a prank? I saw the volleyball guys getting called in. GTFO with that shit, lol. Even kids aren't that dumb. Oh shit, I got that question wrong. Quit with the rumors. I know, right? I feel like I have to protect that teacher. Play too many games.
It's over.
It's over.
It's
How
over,
about you?
9,000. It's over.
Come on, you two need to get your act together.
That's what she
Anyways,
just said.
can
It's
we
over.
Start talking about the exams. Like it or not,
Oh,
they're
look,
gonna come
Madarame.
back graded next week. Rather than focus on stuff that's over with,
What are you looking at?
the usual site. It's no use.
The Bahan
Ain't
site.
any useful info. Number of posts are getting less and less too.
I am not letting this end as a one-hit wonder, okay?
There's no point in getting antsy, though. I know. Why don't we go eat lunch somewhere? We still have some money left over from the other day.
Do
I
we?
want sushi then, or domestic raised eel.
We don't have that much left. Oh, right.
I also may have
There are
spent it
those
all on
tickets to
guns.
Madarame's exhibit. Wait, that's tomorrow.
Don't tell me. Was it love at first sight with that
Oh my
Yusuke
god,
guy?
Morgana, shut up. I don't like this
Not like
subplot.
that.
Of course not.
When I was watching that special on TV, his artwork was pretty nice. Plus, we've got free tickets. Besides, this could also be related to what we heard in Mementos.
Madarame, was it?
I'm curious too. I know from my friend in the future that we do end up
That aside,
having will
what should I
have
do
taken
about
him
the other
down.
2 tickets? Want to go appreciate some fine arts for once?
Fine arts, huh?
I suggest we should all go together. Appreciating the fine arts builds character. A phantom thief who can't identify an original is lame.
Well, if everyone's going...
It's settled
No,
then.
sorry, we only have 2 tickets. One for Joker and one for the cat.
Just the phrase going to an art exhibit sounds kind of mature. Let's
Going
meet
to
at
the
the exhibit
gallery.
entrance tomorrow.
Okay.
Tomorrow we go to the exhibit with Lady On. I'm curious to know if this Madarame has anything to do with the name we heard in Mementos. We can't afford to be late tomorrow. We better not go out right now. So I keep thinking about what Nakanohara said. Could he have been talking about that the famous artist Madarame? Yeah. Seconded. Great. Great. The name really stood out to me. Yeah, I mean, you guys ever heard of someone else called Madarame? It's really not common at all. If what we heard is true, Kitagawa-kun is studying under a corrupt teacher. You mean a teacher who treats people like tools. Kitagawa-kun's life is probably pretty terrible. We gotta look into this. Alright, so I'm not allowed to go out. Sojo doesn't have a thing for me. Next up, entertainment. An exhibition featuring Japanese artists. Each of Yusai Madarame opens tomorrow in Shibuya. Anticipation for the exhibition is high, with specials broadcast on TV and great ticket sales.
For real?
Hey, it's that old guy. I didn't think he would actually be famous.
Well then.
I should write something.
What do I want to do? I might watch a DVD.
Oh.
What do I have? I could do Guy McVer. I could also just make tools. More efficient to do this on a rainy day. Yeah, I'll watch the Tepelition.
Oh.
Guy McVer.
There's sulfur leaking from the tank! We need to do something fast!
It's fine. I'll just use this chocolate. See? The acid and the sugar are reacting.
It's a story about a man who never gives up, beating all odds with science and ingenuity.
Wow.
He fixed the tank's crack with chocolate? How does he stay so calm at a time like that?
Hey, hey!
The protagonist knew just what to do despite the crazy situation. Maybe you learned a thing or two about proficiency from watching this drama. Yep, exactly 2 things.
Well then.
Well, it's starting to get late. Let's head to bed soon, okay? Alright. That is Midterms. Midterms week in Persona 5. And, from here until the next few days, we'll have all 3 games, and then Persona 3 will go on Midterms itself. I have anything else to say. See you tomorrow.